What's up guys, Harry here, known as Trade Sharp. This is a really important video, so I'm gonna timestamp it for you guys to make this nice and simple because there's a lot of things going on, some very big warning signs, and I appreciate it if you watch this video. Also help you, maybe save you some money. Without further ado, let's run this intro. Alright guys, so look at this. So we did close the 3-day above the topside Bollinger Band, which is great. This is showing trend continuation. At the same time, it's not convincing because we do have a lot of warning signs. Now, let me explain one by one what is the warning signs. All right, let's go. So in the lower time frames, let's start off with the hourly. So let's remove these Bollinger Bands as well. So we're essentially still in that range between these two things. The reason I haven't drawn the line here is because I don't want to be too aggressive. These are wicks, and we could have another wick, which is totally fine. But what I want to show you is that, if we do break down to the bottom side here and have a 2-hour closure below here, my first target will be 23,000 and we'll see what happens from there. We probably might get a bounce. I'm sure of 100% there'll be a bounce, but maybe we have continuation lower. That's not known until we assess the situation and see what happens at this 24,000 level. Uh, Apart from that, if you want to be more aggressive, a 4-hour below this 26,215 will also do it. And looking at in the lower time frames, where did I have that chart? Here it is. You can see we also do have uh, this type of asymmetrical triangle, and we have a base here formed, and we have uh, lower highs, and basically you measure it from there. So a break to the upside, because a break to the upside is still possible. Remember, on higher time frames we still look bullish, but there are big warning signs. A break to the upside, you could take it from here. Depends where you break, right? If we break here, then the target will be here, but if we break here, then the target will be there. But a break to the upside is giving from here at this point is giving me the same target, which is the prior high, which is not that. But what's more important is a break to the downside, because it's more easy to calculate a break to the downside. And a break to the downside is exactly lining up, well, not to the T, but you guys can see that where's it gonna come back down to? Down to this area. So you can even go ahead and draw like a rectangle here. You can see that, all right, if it were to come down, this is the area it's going to come. So you have confluence now. There's two confluences. Looking at the higher time frame, there is also more bearish confluence, and this is why it's leaning me onto the bearish side. We do look bullish though. We have the top side Chronology band close, but I just need to make sure you guys that I am in extreme caution mode at the moment because of these things. I mean, you guys can be the judge here. The first thing is, look at this. The price here from here to here is going high, right? High, higher, high. All right. Look at the look at this. We have huge bearish divergence even confirming here. You can see that that's clear bearish divergence on the daily, which is always a stronger. And look at the bearish we've been causing. If we do something like this and come back up, then of course that won't be confirmed. But if we do break below that support that I was showing you on the chart, then that's bad news, especially with this bearish divergence to confirm that. On top of bearish divergence, on the daily time frame, we have Stoke momentum turning down. On the 3-day, we have momentum turning down. These are big, these are big time frames. We have momentum turning down, and even on the weekly, we have momentum, flip-flopping around and looks like it wants to turn down, which is, quite scary. But what would happen if we had this, right? If momentum turns down, we have a correction, boom, like this, a big correction, and then we come back up. What is that formed? Inverse head and shoulders, guys, and that is bullish, really, really, really bullish on the weekly. Uh, so that is a possibility, and it would all it would have a confluence with everything. But now I want to really show you guys. This is annoying, isn't it? How do I remove this? Hide. Okay, good. So Now I want to show you basically what is my Ethereum predictions. And for this, we have to look at Bitcoin's past. So we can see on the weekly, we have gone parabolic here. It's pretty clear, right? But I drew this. Basically going parabolic, I think we're in this stage here. And this is all speculation, guys. But, of course, it's around the same time of year, 30th of October. This is the weekly chart, remember, around roughly coming to the, end of the year. And you see Bitcoin has two dumps. So if you count here, Bitcoin had one, two proper dumps. If you don't even want to count this as a dump, count this as a dump. So one, two. So Bitcoin had two dumps. So one, two, before a big parabolic move. So you had the big parabolic move. This is more extreme as, oh my God, that's more extreme. But then you have a big weekly red candle. All right. And then Bitcoin continues up to its parabolic all-time high, and then we have the bear market, which seems to be what would happen, right? We'd have one big dump, go to all-time highs, and that would be it, right? We'd go into another bear market. Now, if you look at Ethereum, I drew off what happened during that time. So if you see that in the 13th of November, when we had that dump, Ethereum had been climbing up closer and closer to its all-time high. It tested it once, it got rejected, and this could also be the same thing that happens when Bitcoin dumps, is Ethereum has a dump down here, or we're more in this stage where Ethereum has a big leg up here, and then we get this rejection here. But I believe that this rejection comes at the all-time high of Ethereum. Because if you look recently and go into, you see we had a dump here, the dump here, and now we're continuing up. The not all-time high, sorry, this last high here, and this is at 800. So we would not, sorry, I want to correct myself. It's not the dump at all-time high, it's the dump at this 800 level here. So 784, whatever, 800. So what I think is, as Ethereum maybe comes up and tries 780, and at the same time Bitcoin will have a massive dump, and then we come down. And then you can see what happens to Ethereum after it breaks its all-time high. You can see here that it just explodes. And not, yeah, basically I think that that explosion happens after this 800 level, because this 800 level is the equivalent of Bitcoin breaking that 12K level. And if you look what happened when it broke that 12K level, this is the 12K level here that I have this nice box. Boom. You see? And then it just shot past all-time high. So that 12K level on Ethereum is actually the 800 level, 784, depends on the exchange you're using. We'll just round it to 800. So once we break that 800 level on a weekly closure, you guys can imagine what's going to happen. So I am with extreme caution. Now we could just go bullish. There are still some bullish factors that I've talked about in my videos before. We could just keep on going bullish and continue up, but there's a lot of warning signs, even past history saying, around this time there should be some sort of dump here, especially before we break, one of these, somewhere around here. You could look at this section here. We try up and then we break, but there is some confluence here before we go fully parabolic. It would make sense for Bitcoin to also correct. And if we were to correct, uh, you know, where would be some, probably down to this base, we could even go. I don't know if we're gonna have these 40% dumps anymore. 40% dump bring you even, 30. I think maybe these dumps maximum 30 is just too strong. So maybe we come 19,000. I'm looking for 18,000, but that's a different story. Uh, we do have one more projection here, which I can quickly draw, which is from this. I never thought I would need to use that. So let's just draw in this projection. And that is putting Bitcoin at, in the next week, 31. Oh, wait here. Yeah, 31,800. So bit more actually, 32,000. So that definitely can be hit. This I'm just drawing lines for any resistance we have, right? I mean, but I do think that this is an area of caution. Now we could hit that 30,000 level. It might shoot a bit above because everyone's expecting a dump at 30,000, and that's why this target might, we might get up to 32,000, then I believe we have a a big, we need a big pullback, very big pullback, something at least 30% back to 19,000. It's just too parabolic, guys. I mean, this looks like the blow off top here, and even the blow off top here was not that big. I mean, look at this. And we just need one nice correction. It will be healthy for the price. If you guys are trading or looking to accumulate at the moment, I'm stepping back. Yes, I may miss big moves, but there are just too many warnings for me, too many things. Now talking about Ethereum and alt season, as soon as Ethereum breaks this, goes to its all-time high, breaks its all-time high, we're in alt season for sure. But we are super close, guys. We are Ethereum is still behind Bitcoin. So if we do get this dump, I will be looking to buy into Ethereum around maybe this level here, the 628 level here. But by all means, this is not financial advice. And then we break all-time high, and after that, it's off to the races and alt season, and Bitcoin will continue creeping up, and we'll all be happy people. That is the dream. That is what I'm, speculating at the moment. Don't take my opinion. My opinion means nothing. It only is something I use to make my own estimates and my own investments. I may fail, but I just care to share it with you. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't. If you don't agree, please put a comment down below. And if you agree, do put a comment down below. Like the video, subscribe to us, and if you want to talk to me about this in more detail, maybe you disagree or agree and want to know more about it, we have a Discord and Telegram. Just do @TradeSharp in the Discord, @Harry. You'll find me there. And remember, guys, take care and trade sharp.